welcome back to another weather forecast here by the Hurricane HQ. And today we are going to be going over a possible severe weather outbreak that could be happening in parts of Mississippi, Alabama, and Louisiana this evening. And before we start, make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell to never miss the next weather update. So as you can see here, just by looking at the Storm Prediction Center outlook, you can see we actually have this area of red here. And this area of red is a moderate risk for severe weather. And basically, a moderate risk is really bad in the weather world. A moderate risk basically means it is very likely for a lot of severe weather and a lot of damaging winds, hail, and possibly even tornadoes could be happening in parts of Mississippi and Alabama here. I think in this red area is where we're going to be seeing the most severe weather into today. And we also have an enhanced risk moving around that moderate risk here. And I believe this enhanced and moderate risk area is where we're going to be seeing the worst of today's severe weather. Also, if we actually take a look at the surrounding area, you could see we actually have a slight risk. This extends all the way, I would say southern Indiana, all the way down to the Florida Panhandle and Louisiana. And we have another area with a slight risk. This is in Virginia, North Carolina, Maryland, Washington, D.C. area. That also is in those areas. And another general marginal risk here, basically saying we could be seeing a few scattered severe storms in this darker green area. And if you're in any of these very light green areas, we have the potential to be seeing some thunderstorms, but nothing severe is expected. Maybe one or two scattered or isolated severe storms. So here's our tornado risk for to this evening. And you can see we don't have the highest chances of any tornadoes happening. We have a 5% chance, which is the highest chance here, for parts of northern Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, and even parts of very western Georgia. You're under that risk of 5%, and even parts of Florida, I would say. You have a 5% risk for tornadoes forming, although we have a 2% chance in this area of the northeast and over here in the southeast. And those areas basically are saying if you're in the green, you have a 2% chance. Definitely take cover when in a tornado warning. Now, the highest threat today is going to be our wind threat. And you can see here definitely some concerning colors you could see. We have our general 5% risk in this brown color here. This is basically saying we could be seeing some strong winds within these storms today, anywhere in those regions. And I believe the worst the risk is going to be in these yellow areas, and especially these red areas here, because this red area here has a 30% chance for severe winds, and in this pink area is the highest chance, a 45% chance of strong winds in that region. And that is definitely pretty high. It's really likely that you're going to be seeing severe winds in that area. And what makes that worse is there's also this black area here saying this is where we're seeing the most significant of the winds. You could be seeing very strong wind gusts, possibly up to 90 miles per hour within some of these thunderstorms. And that is definitely not what you want to be seeing, because those are very damaging. We can see shingles being blown off your roof, trees falling. All that kind of stuff is associated with those kind of wind gusts. So that is where we're going to be seeing all of that happening. And definitely, if you're in that area, you definitely do not want to you have to take these warnings seriously. That's mostly what I'm saying. Also, we have our hail risk area here. It looks like today we're not going to have the highest hail risk. Maybe up to a 15% chance of hail in this region over here. We have a 15% chance of some hail, I believe over 1 inch, but I'm not sure. But yeah, 15% chance of hail and a 5% chance in this brown area. General 5% moving basically from Louisiana to, I would say, Delaware, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and New York. Now let's actually move over to our satellite, and this is as of 2 o'clock Eastern time today. And as you can see here, we have a lot of clouds over the southeast right here. Lots of convection in these clouds over here. A lot of visible convection in those areas over there. And just a lot of general cloud cover. You can see this entire area. There's several areas of there's a ton of cloud cover. Even in the northeast, you can actually see this this low pressure system up here, because we have some outflow and some outflow. I mean inflow. What am I saying? Outflow. And actually, if we switch this to another, oops. Could actually zoom back in real quick. You can see there's a lot of convection in that area, and most of this is moving in a general direction of eastward. So we're definitely going to be seeing those thunderstorms. Right here is actually where they currently are. Right here is where we're going to be seeing moving in this general direction over here. And this over here is going to move basically in this direction, bringing that severe weather into the U.S. today. And that's why we have that area, the highest risk in Mississippi and Alabama, because that's where those thunderstorms are currently moving into right now. And it's also, they are moving into that moderate risk area, as you can see right here. If we actually move over, so that's basically what is going on with that. There's one more thing. And now let's actually move on to the weather models. I guess I didn't have that open, but we're just going to take a look at how this is going to mostly just be playing out. Let's actually first take a look at the high resolution rapid refresh model, and we're going to be showing you exactly how the radar is most likely going to be looking. If we actually try and zoom, can we zoom into the southeast? It doesn't look like we can, but yeah, we'll zoom into there. Let's actually just head to our severe weather parameter. And first, we're going to take a look at the instability in the atmosphere. And you can see already, see all this area of very high instability. This is purples and whites. The highest instability we have, 5,400. This is getting real high. This is really high for instability in these areas. So definitely not what you want to be seeing. Instability in the atmosphere is just what thunderstorms need to develop. We could be seeing some very powerful thunderstorms forming later into tonight, and that instability kind of does linger for a little while. If we actually take a look at that timing, we're going to be seeing that severe weather staying for a while. Probably the worst of it is going to be around now-ish, but we're going to be seeing that threat probably lingering until later tonight. If we take a look at our significant tornado parameter, there is some chances, but not too high. Although our supercell composite is showing those highest chances of some supercells in those areas. And you can see we have a lot of wind shear actually moving into that area. You can see this wind shear, this area of wind shear right here. Right here is a lot of wind shear. This is wind shear, and thunderstorms, they really do like wind shear. It's the complete opposite for hurricanes, but as you can see here, wind shear. And this wind shear here is going to be helping these thunderstorms form and develop as they move into these areas, especially over there is real high wind shear. So definitely have to watch out for that, as that's probably where we're going to be seeing the worst of the severe weather popping up in those areas with the highest wind shear. And one more thing I would like to show is our actual radar, or it's our future radar actually. And this is basically what we're going to be looking at. If we actually head to right now-ish. This is about right now. And you can see we have all this severe thunderstorms over here are going to continue to develop. Actually, if we zoom back out, and there we go. You can see these thunderstorms right over here. These ones are going to continue to develop and move into Alabama, and then Mississippi, and then eventually Alabama. You can see these are currently in Louisiana, and we're going to be seeing those firing up within maybe the next 2 hours. We're going to start to see these really begin to fire up. And you can see we're going to be seeing a lot of severe impacts in Alabama and Mississippi. You can even see we're actually going to be seeing a squall line forming. And squall lines are definitely not what you want to be seeing. They definitely bring pretty strong storms and pack a punch. Usually these lines are literally covered in warnings. So we definitely don't want to be seeing that. Right here, we don't want to be seeing this formation. This is going to be... When is this going to be? This is going to be around 8 p.m. tonight. We're going to be seeing that squall line. Definitely not what we want to see. And we could even be seeing that squall line as early as maybe 4 p.m., 5 p.m. starting to fire up. Although I believe the strongest is going to be at like 6 p.m.-ish, maybe 7, 8. We're going to be seeing the worst of that squall line. Alright, so that's going to wrap up this video. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure you like the video, comment down below if you have any questions, and subscribe to the channel. It definitely helps the channel out a lot, and you'll be up to date on all of the latest things happening in the weather world. So thank you everyone for watching.